You straight up cuckooed that dude, bro. Oh my God.
You've got all your Charger gear on because
Feeling fresh as hell.
Well, you guys better enjoy it. The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
On the move and throws and touchdown.
Do this together. Players, coaches, staff, fans, together we can create something truly special.
Stay tuned for some good content.
I see you. You didn't wipe your feet when you came in. Go back out there and wipe your feet. Welcome back, everybody, to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev, Hug, and Duggan.
That got serious. You scared me a little bit there, Wolldog.
I know. That was like a real
I'm on
dad
edge right now.
Wolldog.
I'm on. Yeah, you went dad on us.
I had to because we've got Kyle, the Coach Duggan, back, folks.
Yay!
I'm back.
Daddy Coach. I had to start it off in dad mode.
You did. You scared me.
No, fast. You're gonna shut up.
Yeah.
How you doing, Coach?
We're doing, man.
Yeah.
The baby is here. He's healthy. Mom's doing good.
Good.
Yeah. So good enough that I can get on here and talk with you, knuckleheads.
Thank cripes, man.
Badass.
I was getting thirsty for Coach.
Yeah.
All right, King. Well, plenty to talk about this episode. It is fine. I mean, we were just talking about this. This is the last episode where we'll stop wringing this sponge dry of like nothing to talk about this off season.
I was thinking about it today. How great is it going to be when we have these podcasts where we're talking about an actual game that occurred?
I forgot how to do that. I don't even remember how that works. I don't.
Because I feel like because we do the podcast, you can't just detach in the off season. And then it's like, oh wow, it's football season.
Yeah.
You can't, it's just constantly being reminded of how far away it is and how there's nothing going on.
God, tell me about it. Well, we've got a few things to talk about. We've got a Bolt Insight, a fan focus, and as always, an Ask Boltfam. But let's start it off talking about what's going on with the DHBC, the Die Hard Bolt Club. Our very own Justin Sabercool was able to attend the barbecue, yes, and made a little video of what went down.
Yeah, we did a little collab, and we're going to do more of these in the future. So if you can't go to these events, you can see what they were like.
Yeah, I needed to because I couldn't be there. None of us could have been there.
Same.
We needed to see what happened. So let's take a look at the Die Hard Bolt Club BBQ.
We are here at the DHBC annual barbecue. It is amazing. We're having so much fun.
The Ventura County chapter for putting this together. I hope you're all having fun. We're going to have more fun. Now I want to pass the mic off to our president, Enrique. Let's stay Bolton, baby.
We appreciate you guys for being here and supporting us. Thanks to all you guys. We are what we are. Where's Bay Area? Bay Area. Thank you guys for that. Shout out to Minnesota. I love it, baby. Vegas, Arizona, Stockton, and then the rest of the SoCal chapters. Thank you guys for
Again, guys, thank you for driving. Like you said, Minnesota comes all the way out. Arizona, Stockton. But you guys come a long way.
And we love you, man. Let's bolt up. This is our year. And let's do this.
My favorite player, you guys already know Justin Herbert. That is actually my future husband. You are invited to the wedding. Kevin, everyone, Wolldog, you guys are all invited to the wedding.
Well, thank God we're invited to the wedding. I was worried there for a second.
I was worried, honestly. I'm so happy that we're actually invited.
Don't let Kaya hear this. They might have a real cat fight on our hands.
Well,
yeah, Kaya. There's competition. You know, he's competing. Everyone's competing for him. I'm honestly don't want to take my hat out of that competition just yet. Okay, right. I love the cat. So That's all I got to say.
Married men are still in this competition, so
Yeah, don't count
look
us
alive,
out.
ladies.
Might seem unlikely, but look alive, ladies.
I would love to see that. The Bachelor with Justin Herbert and handing out. Would he hand out roses or what would he hand out? He's like, this football is for you.
Little footballs. Little footballs.
Little footballs.
Oh, it's a little football.
And that was cool. That looked like so much fun with the tug of war and.
Dude,
it was
talked
cool
about
that
the
Minnesota-
pinata.
This guy from Minnesota shows up.
Minnesota.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like a terrible diehard Bolt Club member right now that I didn't just drive my lazy butt up there.
Yeah, you are.
I know.
The
There's
closest,
no
to be fair.
excuse. He came out from full on.
I had a
Minnesota,
baby, all right? I had
Yeah,
a wife
I
to take
mean,
care of and 2 kids I had to watch.
I've heard that
Fair
excuse
enough.
before.
I know, it's a bad excuse.
But that was a
Sorry,
family
kids.
event.
Sorry,
You could have
guys.
brought all of them. You guys could have got the kids in on
Shut
the
up,
tug of
Kevin.
war. Hey,
You could have gone. Minnesota's farther than Missouri.
I was in Croatia. I guess I could
Coulda
have
made it happen.
technically.
I've heard that before.
All I'm hearing is
One,
excuse,
like-
excuse.
Like a $5,000 round trip ticket. I'm going to be at the barbecue, guys. I'll be there. But next year, I'm on it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We want to definitely get to more diehard Bolt Club events. So the ones that we can't get to, we'll definitely be posting more videos on because they're just, it's fun to see
Justin,
everybody
our
coming
boys can
together.
help us.
Absolutely. All right. Well, finally, folks, training camp is happening Wednesday. Let's freaking
Finally.
go. Let's
Just
freaking
Finally,
go.
dude.
Yeah, it's we've had
I feel like
so
this
long.
day would never come.
Yeah, not talking about anything. I mean, we're talking about like Twitter nonsense and hangnails and videos. It's just like, come on, there's got to be something to talk about. But finally, training camp's going to start on Wednesday, and I mean, I can't go. Can you go, Kevin?
No, I can't go.
Oh
Suckers.
man!
I'm going on Thursday, boys.
Oh, there it is. Coach is
So
gonna
if anyone's
be
going to be there Thursday, come find me. I'll be with my 2 sons, probably just chasing those little maniacs around the whole time, trying to watch a play or two. But
Sure,
yeah,
that'll be fun. So if you guys are going Thursday, keep an eye out for our very own Kyle the Coach Duggan.
Absolutely. Got to give us some insight on that next episode. I want to know the inside, the nitty gritty.
Yes, please.
I want to know all the
our
things
Friday
or all the
episode will have the
competitions.
deets.
I can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see the players. Do you think they'll have the pads on for training camp? Do you think it'll be pad time?
Usually they do like one part of the practice is fully padded up, and then another part they take them off. There's all the rules in the NFL for how long you can be in full contact for. So I'm sure there'll be portions for sure that are fully padded up.
Yeah. Are you bringing any Sharpies for the autographs?
I don't know, man. Maybe if I'm bringing my sons, I should, because those.
You should.
Oh, dude, that's
dudes
easy.
will
Just like
find their way to
extend
the
them
front,
out,
yeah.
hold them out really far. You know, like
Yeah,
make it like,
yeah.
oh wow, dad's being unsafe. I should probably sign that jersey so he keeps his kid safe and pulls them back over the fence. Like that kind of energy.
I'll put a kid on my shoulders. I'll have my dad put a kid on his shoulders. We should be able to get something signed.
Excellent.
I think
yes,
so.
I want to see that.
100%.
All right. Well, again, it's the off season, so let's dig into something that seems silly and pointless. EA Sports, Madden.
Stay part of the course for the
Yes.
off season.
Let's go.
Now, this was interesting with Madden because they were coming out with, a top 10 players in certain positions. Keenan Allen was top 10 in wide receiver category. Austin Eckler, top 10 in running back category. Let's see. JC Jackson was top 10 in cornerbacks. Derwin James, top 10 in safeties. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, top 10 in defenders, which is pretty awesome. We got a lot of guys in the top 10 here to be.
We got some top 10s. Yeah.
For sure.
But the thing that really jumped out at us was they had the top 10 for quarterbacks. Now, obviously, Justin Herbert made the list.
Yeah,
but
he's in there. But
the
I disagree
number,
with this.
The number they give Justin
I strongly
Herbert
disagree.
Strongly.
It's baffling. They made a whole video, the Chargers social media, talking to the other players, asking them, like, what do you think Justin Herbert got? And all of them are like, 95, 96, 97, 98. 88 overall rating.
Are they not allowed to put 2 players with the same overall rating? Is that the deal here? Because
that's what it feels like, right?
You're telling me Dak Prescott?
Yeah, no.
Is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert?
No.
Get out of town. Like, what are you talking about?
No.
I see Joe Burrow, right? Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. He was the number
You
one
can make
overall
that
pick in that
argument.
draft.
Yeah.
But they could be like, I could understand putting them at the same overall rating. Give them both a 90, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
But there's no way that Justin Herbert's not a 90 overall.
Yeah.
90.5 for Justin. I'll take that. I can do, half points. I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah. And honestly, I get it. Tom Brady's won a buttload of Super Bowls. 97 seems a bit high.
It's a video game, and he is the GOAT. So
I mean,
hey, wait, Kyle just brought it back to reality. Guys, this is a video game. This isn't real life at all. And I was locked in like, no, man, but that's not, if we got on the field, that's not how this would
His numbers aren't right.
No,
No.
Well, I mean, hey, if Derwin James can tweet about Herbo got to be at least 90 and Drew Tranquil can say, is this a joke? Come on, man. Like, hey, I think we can. Well,
when you look at overall ratings, right? You're looking at like mobility and like arm strength, like
speed.
Tom Brady. Come on now. I know Tom Brady's the GOAT, but he's not the 97 right now. He's not running. He's not getting out of the pocket.
No, not in 2023. No, he shouldn't be at the top of that list.
So when we're thinking video game stats, which this is a video game, Jay Herbert's not an 88.
No,
guys.
and definitely not below Dak Prescott. By any stretch of the imagination, but
but I wish that it would fuel his fire a little bit. But we all know that he couldn't care. Justin Herbert could not care less. About what he's rated.
He responded to it. He said, "I feel like it's pretty generous." The 88, which is total Justin Herbert. That's classic Justin Herbert, just being like, "Hey, I'm just happy to be a part of the conversation." Like,
that's what he said. Like 2 years ago when he was in, he was like, "I'm just happy I'm in the game. I used to play it when I was a kid. It's cool. I'm in it."
Yeah.
That was his response.
Yeah. So
something different, man.
Something different.
I have a feeling that's not going to be put up in the locker room as fuel to go out there and play better. I don't think he cares much, but we do.
We do.
Yeah, of course.
The fans do.
Yeah.
We do. Screw you, Madden.
Absolutely bullshit.
Honestly, the game's gone downhill for quite some time, but is what it is. We like to. Honestly, that's the thing. Is like I like seeing that we've got all these other players that are in top 10 conversation.
Right. There's not like a Charger bias, it seems. They're putting us in a lot of the spots. So the 88 is just unanswerable. It's one of life's great unanswerable questions.
Right. I mean, the guy throws for that's the thing is like, if you look at the stats from
just
last year,
play, not just quarterback play. Like all that quarterback play stats.
Justin Herbert threw the second most yardage last year, was in the top 5 for touchdowns, and he's an 88. You put him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th on the list.
He's a B+, dude.
That ain't right. So, anyways, whatever. We're not playing the game. Who gives a shit?
Whatever. Here we go.
But in other news, folks, we all know that Justin Herbert's going to get a pretty big contract, a monster contract, if you will, because we saw the most recent quarterback contract we have to compare to, and it also kind of has a bit of an interesting clause. Kyler Murray, which, by the way, Kyler Murray got himself a new $230 million contract. I think it's for 5 years. 5-year contract.
5 years, $230 million.
Yeah.
Here's the funny part. Listen to this.
Yeah.
You know how Deshaun Watson got that ridiculous contract? 5 years, $230 million. It was for $46 million a year. Guess how much per year Kyler Murray's making?
I don't know.
$46.1 million a year.
It's just one-upping. It's these agents, man. That's what happens. They're like, I'm going to beat that agent.
Oh, yeah, you make it 46? Watch this.
Watch me flex this fax machine. I'm going to send this piece of paper over. Point 1. Sign it.
Oh, man.
So, I think it's interesting. And also, I don't know if you guys saw the tweets that people were putting out about Kyler Murray, and they're just like comparing him to being like a short guy, like seeing like race cars on the highway, like Kyler Murray going to sign his new contract, like little RC cars, like driving on the freeway. Like, oh man, people really do harp on his height, which
he's tiny and it's fair. It's fair. He's tiny. He's a little guy. He could barely see over his offensive line. But the thing that I found fascinating was that there's something in his contract. There's a clause that requires him to have 4 hours of independent study per game week. Dude, why the fuck would you need to put that into a contract? How fucking lazy is this guy?
You can't just sign your 5-year deal and check out. You can't just be like, yeah, I got a bunch of money later, boys. I'll show up. But yeah,
they're clearly concerned about it, though, right?
There's several questions here. There's several questions here. How do you confirm that this man has been studying film for 4 hours independently?
Yeah.
You're going to sit in this chair at the facilities, and we're gonna you're gonna clock in, clock
Saturday
out.
school. By independent, we mean there's going to be a principal and watching him watch film.
Somebody will be proctoring this study.
Yeah. Got to sign your time card. We want to make sure we don't want you skipping on any hours.
But they call it independent study. This feels like high school.
I know.
This is a high school thing.
Yeah.
This is like in college, you get put on like academic probation and you have to follow these guidelines in order to get off. That's what it feels like.
It's like community service. All right, you got 3 more hours this week, Kyler. Really got to get out there and study some tape because you're not going to meet your hours this week, and we're going to take a couple million off this week's check.
Yeah, that would be interesting if there's a penalty if he only does 3 hours instead of 4.
If he doesn't follow through on it, it's like, is it void? They're just like, oh, sorry, dude, you had 3.5 later.
Yep, later,
not paying you a dime.
Suck a dick.
But how many, like, is he not studying film up to this point? Like, they really are that.
I know, that's what's so weird. Like,
it makes me wonder about it. That
you don't hear about it with any other quarterback contract.
No.
I doubt we'll see anything like that for a Justin Herbert contract. I mean, it feels like
it's
somebody
don't study
whatever you want.
Like go home. You're studying too much, Justin. Go relax. You need like a 4-hour independent relaxation clause.
Yeah, like a mandatory 4-hour turn it off. Justin.
Yeah. Go to the golf course once a week. Okay,
right.
Take
Marinate
a load
that
off.
brisket for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that is kind of interesting. Like that's not a term on a contract that you give to a leader of a team.
I don't know.
Captain.
I've never signed a $230 million contract.
No,
so
I'm
not sure, but it doesn't sound right. It sounds fishy.
Yeah. Something.
It either sounds like the Cardinals are trying to build in some kind of a way out of this contract, or this guy just doesn't watch film and he's just outrageously good at football.
Sure, that could be something too. All right. Well, enough about another team's quarterback. There was a bit of news that dropped right before we started doing the podcast here. The Chargers have hired former West Virginia quarterback Pat White as an offensive assistant, they announced. He joins the team after spending last training camp with the team as part of the Bill Walsh Diversity Coaching Fellowship. So White most recently spent time in college coaching ranks, coaching quarterbacks this past spring. He spent time at Alcorn State from 2018 to 2019, South Florida in 2020, and Alabama State in 2021. In White's time at Alcorn State, he helped the Braves record an 18-8 record and coached 2 different quarterbacks to earn Southwestern Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Year recognition.
Awesome.
Yeah. Great to have him.
Coaches. Yeah, I'll take it. Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a guy that loves football, right? Played it, and a lot of these guys, they're done playing. They're like, I'm out. I'm done with football. I'm good. This guy that loves football, and he's QB. I mean, it played quarterback in the NFL, so he's got a ton of knowledge. We'll see. I mean, offensive assistant. It's a nice title, but I don't know exactly what goes
that brings
on
to the
in
table.
Becoming, I don't know how many coffees you're getting or setting up meetings. I don't know what that looks like. But hey, it's news and it's the off season, so here we are.
I mean, he was with the team last training camp, as
so
part of the Diversity Coaching Fellowship. So that is
right.
And I saw Craig online. He was posting about how he's really excited about this because I guess he watched him a lot in college, and he was like the precursor to like the Lamar Jackson quarterback, where it's like this crazy fast,
the Robert Griffin,
really dynamic guy. So hopefully he can bring some of that to help Justin a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. Yeah. Let's see what he brings to the table. And if you want to bring something to the table, you can go on over to chargerchat.com, where we've got a member section on our page where you can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers, and you can ask questions and Ask Boltfam. So go check it out, chargerchat.com. All right, gang. Well, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Bolt Insight. Who are we inciting? Let's find out.
Let's go.
As soon as that clock starts, your ass is mine.
When I met Justin Herbert, man, that dude is big as hell.
The goal is to just keep it rolling.
Come in hype because we have a lot of things to be excited about.
All right, guys, we are back with another Bolt Insight, and we are super lucky to have Dan, the diehard Bolt Club Vegas chapter president. What is going on, Dan?
Nothing too much, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm super excited to meet you and learn a little bit more about your chapter and all that. But before we get there, everyone knows we ask it every episode. How did you become a Charger fan?
Well, I was born into this, man. It was my mom and dad, both from San Diego. I was born in Claremont Mesa, Grossmont Hospital. I didn't start getting into football until 94. I was 12 at the time, so I really wasn't watching the Chargers much before that. Obviously, when San Diego made it to the Super Bowl, it was huge for my family and everybody involved. So that's when I actually started sitting down and I watched us get trounced by the 49ers. And
yeah, I remember that.
That became that started everything. You know, I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? And, and the more bad that happens, the more I get sucked in and stay.
No, dude, it's gonna happen eventually. They're gonna keep breaking my heart, but eventually they're gonna turn it around.
Yeah, my father and my uncle have a saying because they're in their 60s now. They're and they're just one. Just get us one so we can see it before we die.
Just give me one, please. But it's exciting, man. Everything's going the way it should and feels good as a Charger fan this year. A lot of good things are happening. So, before we get into your chapter, what are some things that you're really excited about this year? There's some obvious ones, and those are all good answers too. But what are the things you're most excited about this upcoming season?
My dad, when he saw Justin Herbert coming out of Oregon, he's like, yo, that's the kid we got to draft. Now, I was actually on I think it was Simmons train, the linebacker.
Yep.
I was like, oh, let's get a proven quarterback like Cam Newton being an idiot, right? Yeah. And no, thank God we went with Herbert. And they just what he brings to this team.
Yeah.
I feel like this dude is going to get us one. I don't know if it's everybody's like this year, and I'm like, yo, if you look at the Bengals, if you look at the Buffalo, it's not an easy road to go through. You know what I'm saying? I would be happy with a playoff appearance, obviously, getting in an AFC championship. I'm most excited to see what this defense is going to do, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like Staley. They criticized Staley, this and that for this fourth downs. I loved it.
I loved it so much. It was so much fun to watch.
It was something different than the North Turner, the Mike McCoy, the prevent defense, playing it safe. I've seen this team so many times give a lead away by playing safe. It was finally refreshing to see a team going for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some decisions weren't the best, but at least they were trying and not playing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And it seems like he knew, he has a good grasp on what his team is and what they're capable of. And those are just it's not us playing Madden. We're like, fuck it, let's go for it, let's try it. It's more like I'm calculating why I'm doing this. That they're not just bonehead decisions. That's at least my opinion.
Well, it had an effect on the whole league.
Yeah.
You start seeing other teams going for it on fourth down, and you're like, the Staley effect was truly there. Like, oh, look what these guys are doing. They had to do it against us. They had to go against us and play us on fourth down because they knew that we were going to do it. And that's what I'm most excited about, is seeing what this defense brings this year. Because I feel like we were, 26th in the league last year.
Yeah.
If we can get in that top 10, top 15 rank and get Justin Herbert the ball more, what's he going to do?
That's a great recipe.
This guy he broke records his first 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. And now you're just going to get him the ball more? Oh, perfect.
It's just I giggle like a schoolgirl thinking about it, because it's like, that is what we want as Charger fans. Just an amazing quarterback, an awesome offense, but just a serviceable, decent defense. But the players on this team have the potential to make it more than just a serviceable roster. You know what I mean?
Everybody was happy about Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson, huge pickups, right? But mine was Joseph Day, and I watched him during the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Rams much, but when I watched him during the Super Bowl, he had 3 sacks by himself, and he's a run. He stops a run defense, right? He's all run defense. He had 3 sacks because he's lined up with. Help me out here.
Aaron Donald.
Thank you. Right. So what does that do to Joey Bosa? Yep. Right. You put Khalil Mack now rushing. Bosa's not going to get double, triple teamed. That dude's going to eat. These guys are going to eat, which puts more pressure on the quarterback, which opens up things for Derwin James, J.C. Jackson. This team's going to do some serious stuff this season.
I know. I'm excited, man. And we're excited for the season too. And, the Die Hard Bowl Club chapter is all over the place. They're doing some awesome stuff. They recently had the barbecue, which was so much fun. What is it like? What is it like having a chapter in Vegas? Because That's the heart of the enemy. The essence of our biggest enemy is the Raiders, and you're right there in the middle of it.
Yeah. So this town, I love Las Vegas. So when I moved from Vegas, or San Diego to Vegas in '91, I grew up here. And we had no team, so I was always my allegiance was San Diego.
Yeah.
And this city was always fiending for sports. You can see it with the Golden Knights. We have one of the best fan bases, right? And then the Raiders come in, man. I was like, you got any team but the Raiders.
Anyone else.
My dad, like, we've hated the Raiders. It was bred into me. Like, yo, this is not, we don't like these guys, period.
Yeah.
And so now they're coming to my hometown, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. And it's, my best friend became a Raider fan. You know, it's like, yeah, a lot of my friends are like, oh, because they didn't have a team growing up. They just rooted for this team or that team. Now they got a hometown team, and they just jumped right on board with it. And it's frustrating. It is. But you know what? We have a decent fan base out here. With my club, we're a smaller chapter. We have 10 active members right now, and we're accepting 10 every season. I don't want to blow up to the point where I personally don't, as a president, don't want to not know who's in my chapter, right?
Sure,
so,
great point.
So, we want to get to know everybody. People have kids. We want to get to know your families. We want to make, like we say, it's family all the time, right? Yeah. We want to make it truly a family environment. And so Las Vegas, we had a big following out here, actually. And we had one bar. We had one Charger bar. And when that went under, the fan base kind of split into two different bars, and now those both folded. So we're scattered along the city. And what my club is trying to do, you talk to Joe and you talk to Christine, we're trying to get that back to where we all meet in one spot, have one place to go. And that's what that's our goal in Vegas. Is just because we're in enemy lines doesn't mean we still can't get together and have a good time,
Absolutely. And tell me a little bit more about, like, you're in a town where we're going to come, Charger fans are going to come to Vegas for an away game. So what's it like being a diehard Bolt Club chapter president when it's your week? Do you have people coming in? Are you setting up parties? Like, what does that look like for you guys?
Yeah, it was crazy last season. It was my first season as a chapter president. I started in this club back in 2014 when I was one of the original, when they became from they decided to make it a club and start inviting people in. I was one of the first there. But I never had my own chapter. I just did what San Diego did. I did what those guys down there did. I was just kind of rolling by myself. And Brian Bolts in 2020 was like, yo, it's time for you to get this thing going. And then we got hit with COVID.
Yeah.
Last year was the first year that I actually got to throw a party, we had a meet and greet on Saturday night, which Bolt Pride is another big fan club. They had theirs, and theirs was completely, we were expecting 30 to 50 people from our club.
Yeah.
Theirs was over capacity. So all of theirs trickled over to mine. And we told the restaurant 30 to 50. We probably had close to 75 people, Charger fans in there. It was a great time. We did a raffle for someone that had COVID. You can see I'm working on some drawings behind me. I do drawings of the players. We raffled those off for a good cause. And then the next day, we had a party bus that night. We drove over to the Raider Stadium, took pictures in front of that, flipping it off, of course.
Of course.
Went to the Las Vegas sign with all the different people, all the chapters and stuff. Took pictures over there. And then game day, it sucks because Raider Stadium only has 2,500 parking spots at the stadium.
Yeah, that's lame.
For 70,000 seats. So their parking is all over. So we went down to the Mandalay Bay and Excalibur, and they had we kind of piggyback off them and went to their tailgate. But we have different plans this year. We're trying to get off the ground. So we actually have some parking now that we're going to set up our own tailgate this season. If anybody's coming, swing on through.
Perfect. So, if people want to reach out and are, interested in possibly jumping on board and, getting more involved with the club, how do they reach out? How do they get in touch with you?
So the best way, we have in our profile, we have a link that you can click on, fill out an application. It's not I think Rike has said it before. It's not like a job application.
Sure.
It's just a way for us to keep a track of who's interested in the club. Some people want to say some people, they want to say, oh yeah, I'm all about it. And then we never hear from them again. And this is a way to kind of keep track of who wants to be involved. I mean, that's the biggest part of our club is participation. And if you want patches or flags, and gear, that's all you got to do is just show up. And we want the people that are going to show up. So you can go on Twitter, Instagram. Our links are both on there. We check those a lot. We do have just like every other chapter, we have someone who takes care of our social media. He sends it to us, the president. We have someone, our sergeant at arms, watches we call them prospects, right? The anybody interested in the club, he keeps an eye on them, and and then we just get in contact and reach out from there.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, it was so awesome meeting you, Dan, and really excited to. I really am trying to get out to that Raider game this year, the away game.
Oh yeah,
going to the home. I want to full circle it, double win season with the Raiders.
It's going to be a week 1 though, right?
You know it. I'll be there.
My whole crew's rolling to that game, so Vegas will be down there representing.
Perfect.
We can't watch our team beat up on our team, right?
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, I look forward to meeting you guys. Pop Modelo with you, something like that.
Oh, let's do it. Thunder Alley, man. Let's roll. Thanks again, man. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. Okay, love you. Bye, guys. All right.
Love you. Bye.
Dan the man, keeping it strong there in Vegas. You love to hear it, man.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Dan, I'm praying for your uncle and dad. I can't, the thought of aging and just I need one Super Bowl before it's over. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That really is one of the most scary thoughts in my head. Your
biggest fear.
I get to 60 and the Chargers still don't have a Super Bowl. That's time's coming. That's scary. We're running. I feel right now I got plenty of time. We got Justin Herbert.
Right.
We got a coaching staff. We got a defense. Things are looking up in the next couple of years, but man, another rebuild could be it. So let's go, guys. It's time to win it.
Let's get it now.
We don't need any more rebuilds.
And it was so cool the way, the idea that, for the Die Hard Bowl Club stuff, you go to the opposing, go to the away game and you got your community. They got a meet and greet the night before. It'd be really fun to do that in Vegas, especially. You know what I mean?
Big time. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a go-to town. And to have it just turn into enemy territory, you didn't have a choice. It just happened. It was just congrats.
Yeah.
You're now in enemy territory, whether you like it or not. So
also 10 members a year. That's exclusive. That's an exclusive club.
I think that's great. Yeah.
Get your apps in there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There could be a waiting list if you don't jump on it. So Dan, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with Kev and sharing all the stories about Vegas with us. It's time to go on to the next segment now. It is Fan Focus. Let's see what fan we've got this week.
All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we are super lucky to have Mario from Central Valley. What is going on, Mario?
How's it going, guys?
So pumped to meet you. We get so many awesome questions from you all the time for Ask Boltfam, so I'm finally putting the face to all the awesome questions.
Yeah, man.
Surprise!
Yeah, it's all the praise and everything goes to Wool Dog, who just makes it come to life. All those questions is, Wool Dog's the man who brings them to life. So
couldn't agree. Could not agree anymore. To him. I am absolutely. So, all right, brother. Well, let's kick this bad boy off. How did you become a Charger fan?
I remember, I was born and raised in Orange County in Anaheim, originally from there. My family, after, a few years, moved out here to the Central Valley and, kind of did high school out here. And it was like a plague of just Raider fans and Niner fans out here. And maybe Cowboys third place up there, just, a lot of that. And I was just, never been a follower. And I kind of looked around and I used to enjoy football, watching with my cousins kind of growing up, but I've never had a team of my own. And, and so once I started getting more into it, and I just kind of started looking around. I was like, well, is there any other teams out here in California besides the Niners and the Raiders, and there came up the Chargers, and started watching a few of their games. And it's kind of funny because when I hear these interviews and I hear a lot of people talking about, that the colors kind of drew them in a little bit. And I started thinking, I was like, you know what? I remember that was also part of my experience, and just kind of like, hey man, these are some cool colors. It's a little different. And just, watching game after game, and with Phillip Rivers, and it's just, I don't know. I just fell in love with the team. And from there, I just stuck to my guns, and everybody seems like, well, who's this weirdo walking around with, that's a Charger? Like, while everybody else is a Raider or Niner fan or Cowboy fan. So, that's kind of how I decided to be a Chargers fan, and been a Chargers fan ever since.
That's awesome. And we were talking a little bit about this before we started, where you joined the Die Hard Bolt Club, and you found that there are some Charger fans up in Central Valley. So talk a little bit about meeting some brothers and sisters up there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, before that, I mean, I remember walking around, and even through those hard times where we're in that soccer stadium, and just, holding it down, just kind of sticking to my guns, and hey, I'm a Chargers fan, and we may be a dying breed, or, people be talking about like, the Charger fans are going extinct and blah, 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 luckily, I can't remember who mentioned that I joined kind of Twitter because of you guys, and just to ask some of those questions.
Awesome.
And that's how I kind of got connected with a couple of different, fans. And I can't remember who shared a little bit about the Die Hard Bolt Club. It might have been through you guys as well, but somehow I kind of found it, and I asked around. I was like, hey, what's the nearest chapter, from here? And if not, we'll see if we can get one started. And luckily there was already one created and ran by Patrick, which is an awesome guy. Got to meet him finally. Actually at the annual barbecue. That was my first experience with the Die Hard Bolt Club as a member. And man, it's just blew my mind just how awesome the family was. I just felt like, this is where my family's been all along, like up here. Like, I have never been alone, but I feel like I've been alone. So now I'm just like super stoked to like get together with them and meet up with them, watch parties, and go to different games, and just, having kind of some people to join up with there at SoFi, knowing like, hey, I know these people. These are my family up here, where we're going to keep representing Central Valley. And it's just super exciting.
That's awesome. And we had Patrick on a few weeks ago. That guy is so much excitement and energy. And we produced the video.
One of a kind.
We produced the video, and you guys doing the tug of war, and he's like chest bumping after you guys won. Like, that's the energy. I love that.
Yes. My gosh. I mean, we just, super, super welcoming. And just his energy, like you said, he's loved by everyone, and awesome guy. And I can't wait to get to know him more and hang out with him, and just be part of the club.
Absolutely. And it's been a really fun year so far, and all the stuff that's going on. And a big part of it was the draft. The draft in Vegas, and some of the new guys we added. That was kind of around the time when we got Khalil Mack and all the stuff was happening. And you said you were actually able to go to Draft Fest this year in Vegas. What was that like?
Well, actually, I attended the draft party out there in SoFi.
Oh, so even cooler, even better.
Yes, with Snoop Dogg and everything. And I found out about it maybe a few weeks before it happened. Somehow I still managed to get kind of tickets. It was free and everything. I was like, well, why not go check it out? Snoop Dogg's going to be there, and we'll check it out. Some of the featured players that were on the list of appearances. I was like, this is worth it. Let's go check this out. I took my buddy with me, and I had no idea what to kind of expect. I've never attended a draft party or anything like that. I don't know if there was ever some before.
I don't remember anything quite like that. That was a huge draft party for the Chargers.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go check it out. So I went down there, and to me, that was one of the highlights of just my experiences. It's up there, definitely. And one of the biggest reasons is because I actually got to get my jersey signed by Justin Herbert.
No way. He actually, handed it to him and he signed it?
So here's kind of how it happened. I love telling this story because it's like I said, it's just up there. It's in my experiences. I'm gonna hold it forever because I I don't know if I ever get another opportunity to get, something signed by Justin Herbert himself,
Totally.
Without just like ordering it or purchasing it, it's just different,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge collector. I'm not, but that was a huge experience. So there's season ticket holders that are down there at the cabanas or whatever, who are able to be just right next to them. I'm kind of at the first row at the top. And I was telling my buddy, I said, I kind of want to throw my jersey down because I seen people kind of, doing that. And I was like, but at the same time, I don't. I was like, I don't want to toss my jersey that I'm wearing, him not get it. It just lands there, gets stepped on by security or other people, and I never get it back. And I lose that on my, on my jersey. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. I said, but at the same time, I was like, I do. And so I decided to take out my jersey and I have it in my hand and I'm looking at him passing by. And I see a little girl that's right there also. She has a little tiny football. She throws it down there. Somehow he has it in his hand. So I'm like, okay, it's possible for him to actually, if he can actually get this. So he's signing it. And instinctively, as soon as he looks up and he tosses it with that same hand that he tosses it, I instinctively just toss my jersey down. It lands right on his hand where he used to toss that little football back up there. And he started signing it, and I just lose it because I cannot believe that he's signing my jersey. And then I'm kind of trying to record, but at the same time, I start worrying, like, I got to get this. I don't want nobody to snatch it and run away with it. Yeah. I got to be prepared to get my jersey back. And so looks up, tosses it back up. I snatch it back up, and just like, I called my cousin who was supposed to attend with me, and he bailed out last minute. And I was like, dude, you're never going to believe who just signed my jersey. This is what you get for not attending, dude. You should have been. I'm just rubbing it in his face. It's like, don't tell me Justin Herbert. I was like, dude, the GOAT Justin Herbert just signed my freaking jersey. And that's just, man, my energy and just adrenaline was through the roof. Just unbelievable experience. So I want to say that was one of the highlights that just, I felt like my fandom just grew even more, just those type of experiences. And unforgettable for sure.
That's awesome. I have a very similar one where it was Phil. We were down at like the last game at Qualcomm, and I just had my jersey, and I had my wife lean into my legs so I could lean down as far as possible. Almost fell over the thing, but he got it, signed it. It was like same thing. It was like the best moment because I watched him do it. Like he signed my jersey. So incredibly jealous of that for you because that is fantastic.
So one more thing about that, actually. After coming back, that same night I came back from the Die Hard Bowl Cup barbecue, I got a notification on my phone that Amazon had delivered my display case that I had gotten for it. So when I got home, I'm tired because I drove hours, and everything, of course, tired from winning that tug of war and beating everybody with my chapter, you're exhausted. But as soon as I got home, I was like, I got to check it out, see how it looks on display case. I don't care what time it is right now. And I'm not a professional, I've never owned a signed jersey, never owned a display case. I did my best. I know I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit, but man, this is
nice.
This is it right here, man.
Oh, dude, that is epic. That is beautiful.
This is, I don't know, man. It's just sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I still can't believe that happened.
Awesome, dude. Well, that's awesome. Very cool story. And, we'll go out on this. What are you most excited about? Training camp is starting. When this actually comes out, it's already happened. Okay. What are you most excited about seeing during training camp?
Just the matchups. Everybody talks about that, right tackle position and everything, but just everything in general, just the new additions. I mean, these guys actually going at it with pads. I mean, it's a little bit different than, they're just kind of, I think the competitiveness, they're going to crank it up where it's like, all right, we'll see who's going to make the team and who's not. You better bring in what you got. And man, I mean, just Khalil Mack is one of those that I'm just like, I'm excited to see his, just how tenacious he's going to be. Because I feel like every interview so far that we've heard of him is just like, just wait and see, just watch, just wait and see. And it's like, all right, we're going to get to see some of that.
Finally, the waiting's done. Let's see.
Yeah, the waiting is done. Let's see him go maybe against, just, Rashawn Slater, or, just I don't know, man. It's exciting just to check those matchups up, and J.C. Jackson covering maybe Keenan Allen,
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Just kind of, it sounds sounds super fun. So I may or may not, be there on Saturday. We're still planning on it. We'll figure it out. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of trying to see what else I can do to experience just the everything. So far, I feel like I'm doing it. So we'll see. But definitely that, and just the season, just going to this, trying to attend a few more games. I mean, I do plan on attending the opening game. And then I just this week out of impulse, I kind of maybe bought some plane tickets to go to the KC game.
Nice. Week 2, you're going to go back-to-back weeks. I love it.
I may do that. Yeah. So everything's kind of set there with the flight. I'm just like, okay, well, I kind of committed to it now. So let's get going.
I love it, dude.
So we'll see.
I love it.
Yeah,
well,
I'm excited.
Hope to meet up with you at that first game, and we'll throw them back at Thunder Alley and everything. And Mario, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you and hearing your story.
It's honor
awesome,
being here. No, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and it's an honor.
We appreciate
For
you,
sure.
and thank you so much again for all the questions. Keep them coming, and we'll keep doing some crazy voices.
For sure. All right, guys. Bolt up, guys.
Later.
Mario, you lucky son of a gun. God.
Oh, so
dang.
jealous.
Mario, when you hear this, give me some of that lucky sauce for when I go into camp.
Oh, yeah.
In a couple of days. I need
Spread
it because I'm just not lucky when it comes to that stuff at all.
You need to get a t-shirt gun and buy like 20 jerseys and just like fire a Mac jersey at Mac on the field, like with a pin attached to it, and load up another one and fucking fire that off to another player.
That might get our season tickets recalled, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
Like firearms in the
shooting
stadium.
things. I don't know how much.
It's just a t-shirt gun. It's not really a gun. It's just
maybe a slingshot. We'll slingshot it.
Yeah. Also dangerous.
One of those 2-man one where like you got a guy on each side and then
the water balloon
down
ones?
in the middle.
Yeah. Me and my dad will hold the sides
There you
and
go.
Paxton can pull it back.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we won't get in trouble if a kid's doing it. Come on, you gotta look at the whole thing.
Come on, the kid. It's for the kids.
Oh, it's a kid.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He's only 6. What do you want from him?
Yeah.
Well, hey, good luck getting to Kansas City there, my friend, and congrats on going to Vegas as well. Those are going to be some hot games to go to.
Can't wait for that game, man. I cannot wait to go to that game.
Yeah. So Mario, thank you so much for the kind words and for coming on and chatting with Kev. That was pretty special, and we love these kind of fan focuses. So we definitely hope to have you on again. All right, gang. Well, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Ask Boltfam. Let's get to it.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys. Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. It's time for Ask Boltfam, and we started off with Leo, who asked the question. 'Twas the night before training camp, and all through the land, Charger fans were stirring with beers in hand. Herbert was slinging and Keenan was slaying. Eck is podcasting and Joey Bosa is teabagging. The downtime is swiftly coming to an end. The time for football is at hand. Raiders will quake and Broncos will be bucked. The Chiefs will shake when the Chargers come again. So rejoice, Boltfam, 'cause the time is nigh for Chargers football to get a ring in hand. All right. Well, yes. Leo, thank you for starting us off with, a little bit of poetry, because...
Poetry or prophecy?
Ooh.
Bit of both.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Salt Bay that into existence.
That's right. Yeah, finally. It's the night before we've got news. Something to talk about.
Like, I'm
Dudes
just
in
excited
pads.
for the Megan videos where she posts all, like, she's like there and all the players are walking by. Like, they all have such a good rapport with her. I'm just waiting for, like, when that first one happens, 15 more coming behind it. It's gonna be like,
oh, yeah,
that's
what
the
we're
other
doing. Thing. That's the other thing that we haven't really.
What about All In? Are we
that's
getting
what I
any
was just
more of
going to
those?
say. It was All In. We've got All In coming in hot too. So,
do they have a date for the new one?
I don't know.
but there's going to be stuff to shoot, so it's probably coming
So
quick.
exciting.
Yes, we're gonna finally have some all in. We're gonna hear some Staleyisms and some really delicious things. They dropped a little teaser earlier, but I think that's just to get us hyped for training camp. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, they did just post one on Instagram.
Yeah,
that was good.
That
was really good.
So we'll see what happens. But Leo, thank you for the poetic prophecy. We appreciate it.
Beautiful.
Let's move it on now to CD, who asked the question.
Wool, what one major movie voice would you have done if given the chance? Kev, if you could have been a part of one of your favorite movies, what one would it have been? Coach, if you could have been on the field for one game on the last decade to help decide plays, what game would it be?
All right. Well, this is a ponderous three-way question. So if I could have done a major voice or major movie voice, what could I have done? It's hard to answer that because the major movie, the top animated movies, it's like some of those are beloved because of who they chose for those characters. If you throw me
what
in
if
there,
they would be beloved because of your voice that they all know?
Even more beloved.
I might have taken it down. That might have been like, it could have been a good movie if you didn't have that one asshole voicing
one
of
dick.
the characters.
Guy sucks.
I mean, if I had to pick one, one of my favorite movies is like Emperor's New Groove, where you've got Kronk and he's like, oh yeah, go ska. Yeah, it's all coming together. Little Patrick Warburton. That would have been fun. Or even something like simple, like Wall-E. Like if I could have been Wall-E, like that would have been a huge claim to fame.
That'd be
like,
crazy. Yeah.
I'm Wall-E, everybody. Can you believe it?
You'd be my son's favorite person of all time.
Oh,
if you
really?
could pull that off. Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll work on my Wall-E impersonation, but
do it.
All right, Kev, if you could have been a part of one of your favorite movies.
It's the first thing that comes to mind. I want to be a Goonie because I want to go down that fucking water slide, baby.
Oh,
I want to go
that
down the
would've been
water
fun,
slide at
yeah.
the end and then get on a fucking pirate ship. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing more than that. Just that was my childhood. Goonies is like one of my favorite movie as a kid. So I want to go down that water slide.
I like it.
Yeah.
And Coach,
2006 AFC divisional round. I would have pulled Marlon McCree so fast. He would have been. I would have hurt him.
You benched him.
Oh man, that's 100%. Just give me one play that I could go have an impact on. Just pull him off the field.
Well,
and we have our Super Bowl.
Okay, so the question technically is the last decade.
This
2006 is a little bit more. I understand the question.
Last century.
Technicalities.
All right. Well, we at the Charger Chat like to play by our own rules here, CD. You should know that by now. So
let's just go recency. I would go to the Raiders game and I don't know, try to wake him up in the first half. I don't know, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know.
I like it.
But I'm 2006 divisional round.
Yeah,
Marlon McCree,
that would be the ultimate one.
That's a great answer. That was great. That was the first thing you came up with. I respect you for that.
Yeah, we all respect you. CD, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Michael Stephen Haas.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question?
Fresh.
Now that training camp is upon us, when do you think that Derwin James will sign a new contract? Before camp begins, during camp, before the season begins, during the season, or after the season ends? I think both Bosa and Allen signed around this time. Loves you, bye. Okay.
I'm pulling for tomorrow as people are walking, on Wednesday, when people are walking into camp. Exactly what happened with Joey Bosa, where they were like, is he going to show up? Is he not? Oh, he just got a monster contract. That's what I'm hoping happens.
Yeah, they recently just said that Derwin's showing up to camp regardless of whether they get a deal done. But it would be nice if they could get it done prior. That'd be a great way to start the training camp. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it more and more. It's like, what? I guess if he has if he balls out again, is he going to make even more money next offseason?
Yeah,
well, there's going to be probably some more each year there's more, safeties making money. So the longer you wait, the more you're going to have to pay. It's just like, it's like with the conversation we had earlier, it was the 235.1 million. It's just going to keep going. So
what if he misses 4 or 5 games again?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, that's the gamble for every NFL season.
What?
Yeah, that's.
But no. But I guess the logic being that he said he's going to play no matter what.
Right. He's playing
not going to sit out.
Yeah.
So
he's not
now he's lost the leverage, right? Which I love. Yeah. Thank you for not doing that. Like Roquan Smith, I just heard from the Bears is sitting out, not showing up to camp. So it's like the stuff's still happening.
Right.
It's just it makes me think like front office. Like I hope that they just reward him for being a good guy, good player, good teammate, showing
leader,
up anyways. Just get the guy paid because we're gonna do it regardless. It's just, it made me think like when exactly is it gonna happen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and coach, I think not coach, the Ninja Tommy T said that they don't do contracts once they get out of training camp. Like they don't do it. They wait till the end. Like if they don't do it now, it's not going to happen until the season's over. Like that's been something he's said over and over again. So I think we're looking at Wednesday morning or in the next week or two if it's going to happen this year, which I don't see how you don't do it this year. It's the time. It's the time to do it, in my opinion.
And prior to the season starting, because if he does ball out, the price is only going to go up and up. So, it's a tight window. I would like to think it happens. I'd like to think it'll happen before Wednesday. We'll see. We'll find out.
See. Only time will tell.
But Michael Stephen Haas, thank you for asking the question.
Welcome.
Let's move on.
We appreciate
and
you.
welcome. Yes.
And welcome.
Let's move it on now to Daniel Llewellyn, who asked the question. What's up, muchachos? Sorry for the absence. Been listening, but haven't had any cues. You guys have been crushing this off season, though. And congrats to Coach. So my cue, KKK, like, who is the most underrated player getting no love going into training camp? Kid later on, dudes.
It's good to have you back. I haven't heard that voice in a minute. Yeah. It was missing. I was missing something in my life.
Let's do that again.
Yeah. Let's let that not happen again. Okay.
No,
Danny,
please.
Dan.
Okay. All right. So the most underrated player getting no love going into training camp.
It's the right tackle position is not getting much love right now, I think, in my opinion.
But does it deserve love?
People, I don't know.
Is it worthy of love?
I actually agree with that. No, it's not worthy of any love.
Has not earned my love yet.
No, not yet.
I'll walk back. I'm going to walk back on that. So go ahead.
No, I appreciate you throwing it out there because somebody had to while we're all thinking.
Right.
My initial gut was Palmer, but I did just see a little write-up that somebody was saying he's going to have a huge breakout year, so he's getting some love.
He's definitely getting some love. I mean, part of me wants to say Gabe Neighbors. I feel like his contribution to the team, even I think there's a lot more that he's contributing that we're not necessarily seeing. And I don't think he's going to get any love because we just drafted Xander Horvath. Yeah. So,
you know who's definitely not getting any love is Kenneth Murray.
I was just about to say that. That was the one I came up with.
That's true.
Kyle's back and stealing my answers.
He's just been like dropped off on the side of the road as the bus just keeps on rolling.
Yeah, like just forgot he's a first round pick.
He's a first round pick that had a pretty good rookie year, and then he was just been kind of hurt.
That's the ultimate answer. I think that's true.
I think that's the good one. It's Kenneth.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, Daniel. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Terrell Cooper, who asked the question.
Every year we have labeled each down on offense based on a player starting with 3rd and Keenan and last year 4th and Staley. My question is, what do we name after 1st and 2nd down? Congratulations on the new baby, Kyle. You guys are out of this world. Okay, love you, bye.
It's easy. It's
Thank
easy.
Thank you for the congratulations. Also, I didn't thank Daniel. Thank you for the congratulations on the baby. He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He's dope. He's dope. We got to get him in some Charger gear and get a little. Little
I finally had a 9-pound baby to be able to hold my own with Kevin because Kevin's
hell yeah! Welcome to the club. I got some 9s and some. I got a 10 and 11. I got an 11.
Insanity.
The smallest was low 9s. That was the smallest one. And the biggest, the one that looks like us, Kyle. Out of my kids, the one that looks like us, 11 pounds.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, sorry.
good. Nice.
But yes,
flex.
welcome
Okay.
to the 9-pound club. What was the question?
Right.
Oh, I have an answer. I have
First
an
and
idea.
second down.
First and second
It's
down.
very simple, and it doesn't really. It's not a play. It's a play on words.
Okay.
First and 10. First and 10.
I see
Number
what you're
10.
doing there.
First and 10.
Number 10. Number 10.
Because
Yes.
of Herbert.
First down,
I
we
get
go
it.
to
I
number
get it.
10.
I get it.
Yes.
Feel me? It's not
First and
quite
10.
clever enough, but it's
No, it's
smooth.
good.
And if you think about it, it lands.
It takes a second, but once you know it, it's there.
Then you know.
Once
Then
you
you're
know
aware.
it, now you're not going to unknow it.
Can't
No.
know it.
Something
Every
you'll
time you
always
hear
know.
first and 10, you're going to think
That's
You're
what
going to be like,
Herbert's
oh
down.
shit, Justin
Yeah.
Herbert, where is he? Yeah, like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
watching the
First and
Charger
10.
game right now. Sorry.
well, what are the Chargers known for doing on second down? I guess that's how you determine. Because on third downs, we go to Keenan. First down, just give the ball to Justin. What are we known for second down?
Run the ball.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
second
and Eck.
Secular.
Secular.
Second.
The second and Eckler combined is secular.
But I don't.
You
think,
need an and in the middle.
Yeah,
there.
you need to have
No.
it like a third and key. Okay, all right, secular.
First and 10 and
All right.
secular.
He said no.
Yeah.
Third and Keenan, fourth
No,
and
I was just-
Staley.
I was just shaking my head
Secular.
at how stupid of an answer that was. That was more on. I was a reflection of me than of you guys not agreeing with me.
I think second and Eck works.
Second and neck.
Yeah.
Second and neck. I like that.
Yeah.
Second and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better. Closer.
Okay.
Warmer.
Not giving any love
Better,
to the
closer,
offensive line,
warmer.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Terrell Cooper, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Nicholas Francis, who asked the question.
We have so many smooth jersey helmet options. What are we going with for our alternate setup? Hopefully the all-navy with the navy helmet. That's my effing 2 cents. Bolt up. 49 more days, we back.
I like it.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of alternate helmets come from around the league. Some of them look pretty hot. Some of them are okay.
That
Well,
Bears
lame.
orange one. Ugh.
Yeah, that one was
That's
a little rough.
Very
But
I don't want to
Brownsy.
compliment the Bengals at all, but the white Bengals helmet
Ooh,
is
the
kind of
white
cool.
Yeah, the white
It's like
tiger
the
look is
snow,
pretty
the
sick.
snow Bengal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've been seeing a lot of fan draw-ups of different possible alternate helmets floating around out there and alternate jerseys as well, like alternate unis. So the all navy with the navy helmet, that could be pretty
that's gotta
hot.
be. That's just like a no-brainer. I feel like
It could be
I don't
really
want
cool.
a yellow helmet.
But have
No.
you seen that? There's one picture floating around I see on Twitter all the time. Is the powder blue? Somebody did
Yeah,
a powder
there's a powder blue helmet with the yellow
That
lightning
looks
bolt.
It's sharp
with the
dude.
white, with like a white uni.
Yeah, or just go full powder blue.
No,
Just go all top to bottom, baby.
No,
I feel like you need to do like a retro. If you're gonna do it, like our jerseys are so awesome right now, we don't need an alternate. Let's just go in the past a little bit and pay respects to the shoulders that we're standing on. You know, you feel
the
me?
navies.
Yeah, the navies. Okay, back to what we
Yeah.
talked about originally before I fucked it up.
Yeah, okay, I'm back in.
Yeah, so we're back in.
Are you talking me into it, Kyle? Good work.
Yeah.
I think it would definitely have to be part of the alternate uniform. So it's either going to be the all navy or the royal blues. And so I think you could go either way with it.
Royal blue.
With the royal blue
would be
helmets.
pretty
All
cool.
navy would be cool too, though.
Yeah,
The
I think
royal blue takes me back to the RV days. 'cause
Exactly.
Getting that
Yeah.
royal blue helmet was a big deal.
Yeah. So I think either one will be pretty happy with, but I think a lot of people would favor the navy blue or the navy helmets, excuse me. So
Yeah, the navy is classic. It'll be clean. The royal blue would be pretty cool though. But my vote is definitely that old school navy.
yeah.
Because I
But
think
I
that
trust-
navy with the new bolt and the number on it
That would
look
look
really
cool. But I trust anything they end up deciding to do because every
100%.
decision they've made on our jerseys so far has been fucking lights out. Like so
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Big time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But Nicholas Francis, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Justin Sabercool,
Justin,
who asked the question. Who would last the longest in a drinking contest between the three of you? Love you guys and keep up the great work. Can't love you. Bye.
There's a lot of dependencies in this.
Yeah,
in this
you kind of have
question.
to set it up. I
There's
think
some variables, yeah.
I think
It's gotta
beer,
be-
I kick ass. I kick everybody's ass.
It's
here if
based
beer.
on like what's happening though, because if it's just like we're having drinks during the day, Kevin just goes crazy and just inhales beers, and so he just falls asleep like instantly.
I
falls asleep
can't. I got
whenever we're
a
done.
shark. I got to be a shark. I can't stop. I got to move. So I think for
Can't stop, yeah.
for the purposes of this to have a consistent kind of barometer of way you can measure it, We need to go to a high school. We need to walk around a track and don't stop walking. We just keep drinking while we're walking like sharks, moving forward, and then that's how we find out how to do it.
If we all drank the same amount, I would not. I would fall asleep or stop or throw up. But Kevin, maybe.
I just can't. I call beers. I can't keep up with Kyle on hard alcohol. I cannot. I cannot do it. That's where I really fall asleep.
He gave you some props there, Kyle. You're good on the hard stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
But hey, I'm always down for some friendly competition. So I guess we'll have to get together.
What's your input?
Yeah,
you think you could take us?
I don't think I could. No, I think I'm a lightweight when it comes to lately, just because I don't drink as often. But if karaoke's involved, I might be drinking till the break of dawn. Yeah, I might be going pretty hard. So.
Hell yeah.
I think Bulldog's cheat code is karaoke.
That's right. Yeah. You throw karaoke in the mix.
Up, down,
you might
left,
have a game on your hands,
A, B, select, start.
cheat code engaged.
So there you go. I think that, depending on the variable, different players could come out on top. But
together, put us all together. We can sing, drink our hard alcohol and beer at the same time.
We're all three levels. You know, we have the linemen, the linebackers, and the secondary.
Exactly.
Justin, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Gasman, who asked the question.
What in tarnation? Did you guys see Rich Eisen's latest claim on the Raiders? He has those silly bitches sweeping the Bolts. Get the hell out of here. I can't fucking wait for week 1. Revenge is going to be finger-licking good. What's your prediction for the Chargers' record in the division? I'm going 4-2. And you know what? Bolts are going to sweep those soap-dropping prison dwellers. Why? Because Rich Eisen and the Raiders. K-love you, bye.
This is such a weird time because, like, it's the same problem everyone else has. Is like, we got to make some bold, crazy statements right now. And even Rich Eisen's doing it. Like, you haven't seen any of these teams play. A lot of these teams are brand new. And on paper, if you look at the paper, this should not be what you see. If you look at the paper for the AFC West teams, you do not see that. So I don't know what he's saying. What does he know that we don't? I'm looking at the paper. We're all looking at the paper. What are you looking at?
I don't get it. I mean, I understand the addition of Adams. I understand the addition of Chandler Jones, but like, that's 2 names. We've got at least 5 that we've had this offseason, and at least 5 more that we've retained. So
yeah,
I don't understand the leaning towards the Raiders. I mean, it's not going to be an easy game. Don't get me wrong.
No, but none of these will. But you just look at who's on what team, and the whole idea. Did you hear who said it? That like moving from a Hall of Fame quarterback to a Hall of Fame quarterback. Yeah, Devontae Adams said
high.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Ever since he got to Vegas, he's been high the whole time.
Can't stop.
Has not stopped smoking
Can't
weed.
Stop, won't stop.
No,
that's just insanity. What are you talking about? Hall of Fame. He's won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame quarterback.
How do you compare Aaron Rodgers to him? I don't see that, dude. These guys are, and it's the same thing with down in Miami. These guys are just like realizing they left the best, what made them great, and they're coming to terms with it right now. And all they can do is be like,
is the most accurate quarterback.
I made the best decision I ever made, guys. This is the best, most accurate quarterback in the whole world, and this guy's a Hall of Famer times 2. Am I right? So no,
money makes you say weird things. And I think that was part of the deal. It's like, we're going to throw you a buttload of money, but you got to say at least a few nice things about our quarterback. And he's like, all right, fine.
It's like Kyler Murray's Kyler Murray's 4 hours. Tyreek has to have once a week a public declaration of how great Tua is.
Yeah, how accurate he is. Most accurate QB in the league. Mine.
Devontae has the same clause.
One weekly public declaration.
So what do you think the record for the division's going to be?
6-0. Here we go. 6-0. Why would we lose?
I don't plan on it.
Why would we lose?
Why would we lose anybody?
I don't see it. Honestly, if I was thinking of saying 5-1, but who's the one?
Yeah, exactly. 6-0.
I don't. I think if anything, some weird shit always happens to us in Denver. It could be the Broncos, like a weird game in Denver and Mile High. But we're sweeping the other 2 nerds, so we're good.
You hear that, nerds? We're coming for you. Gas Man, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Tom Telesco's burner account, who asked the question. I'll tell you what, I had the best laugh while watching NFL Network yesterday. Devontae Adams said Derek Carr is the second future Hall of Famer to play ball with. Let's all have a big laugh. Man, I love you guys and all the hard work you put into your shows. My question is, what do you guys most like doing about the show? Shut up, Bobby. I'm talking to the guys. Okay, I don't usually cuss, but the Raiders. Okay, love you, bye. Also, would love an update about the sock off. That question and sponsor at the end of last week's episode had me laughing so hard. Shut up, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
God, I don't do a good Hank Hill. I don't know why you folks keep asking for it. It's
I like
not
it.
Get
I think
any
it's
better.
good.
No,
I think it's good.
It couldn't be further off.
No, I think it's
but
good.
yes, this nonsense about Derek Carr, the second future Hall of Famer to play ball with, get out of here.
But it's just, it was weird in the context of the way you said it. It's like moving from one to the other, it takes some adjusting. Like, why? Why would that take some adjusting?
They're Hall of Famers.
They're both Hall of Famers. It seems like a pretty easy transition, right?
It would take time to adjust to somebody that sucks. Yeah,
that's what I think you meant to say.
Right. I got to adjust. I can't run as fast because he can't.
I got
hook
to
it
adjust
as
to
far.
these underthrown balls and
yeah,
trying to draw pass interference flags. It's not easy. I got to figure it out.
I'm not used to somebody panicking so quickly. You know, it's just so quickly.
It's just so quick. He just
so
curls
fast.
up in a ball.
And he's wearing a red jersey at practice and he's still doing it. They can't even touch him.
Right.
Gotta adjust.
Big
all right. Well, the question is, what do you guys most like doing about the show?
Right. I love a lot of things. I love meeting people. It's so awesome. But sitting here like making jokes, this is one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Just being able to hang out with you guys is the best part.
The gut busting laughs. Those are what makes the show as sweet as it is. So
we did start it to try to bring the community together, and I think that we're accomplishing that.
Yeah.
That's just harder for us to see. So the goofy laughing is immediate.
It's the thing we've had since the beginning. Yeah. No, for sure. I honestly, one of the things outside of actually recording is like when last season we went to that first game together and we just ran into a whole bunch of people that
was pretty cool.
That was just so much fun.
I think that's kind of what this show has become. It's like we spend so much of our year investing into the love that once we finally show up at that game, we get our return on investment. It comes right back.
It's just flinging everywhere.
That's right. And yeah, I don't have an update on the sock off, but I'm pretty sure week one Kevin will be wearing his Herbert socks. So we'll have a sock off probably.
I'm wearing
week
shorts
one.
And I'm wearing those to the tailgate. So get ready.
Good.
So bring it on. Tom Telesco's burner account. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Danny Lags, who asked the question.
Hey, yo, young bucks, let's freaking go. Ah! Who do we need to talk to about a double presses with Bosa and Mack after each Raider game? Specifically after this last thing Carr said. I've been talking trash to him. Even in the Chicago game when we played them, I was talking trash. Maybe I should be nicer. Maybe he'll rush a little slower. I just love it. Khalil along with Joey Bosa and their defense. They got a whole bunch of guys.
All right.
Yeah. That's some Hall of Fame tears right there.
Yeah, that's your Hall of Fame quarterback right there talking
I just talk trash. I just love talking trash. I talk trash. What an idiot this guy is.
Was that Ross Perot? That was awesome.
I don't know what was Derek Carr.
I just love talking trash.
I just talk trash. And then in Chicago, I talk trash. Oh,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's such a goofball, dude. I can't take him seriously. Yeah, he's so weird.
He's just so weird. He is. Because like Phil talked more trash than anyone, but he never said I talk trash that as many times as he did in this one statement.
Right.
It's like, shut up.
But as somebody, what did I hear? I heard it was Matt Money Smith was talking about it. It was so funny because he keeps saying like, I'm just, not listening to what everyone's saying. But he talks about all the things that people are saying about him. So you're listening to those things.
Yeah. Way to go.
Hall of
Come
Famer.
on, man.
Hall of Famer there.
Hall of Famer.
Hey, show your respect, Kevin. He's a Hall of Famer.
I'm sorry.
You're
Hall
in the
of
presence
Famer.
of royalty.
Yeah.
Danny Lags, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Super Bowl's champs, who asked the question.
What's up, dogs? A Chargers successful season is what for the Charger champ Musketeers. As always, fuck the Raiders and Derek Carr, a.k.a. Hall of Famer.
Adams is a joke.
Adam's crying.
Can't love you, bye.
Oh, that was good.
Oh God.
That's
oh shit! In the script,
that's
it
got
was like
ringtone. That's got ringtone written all over it.
Yeah, there was a lot of ha-has in there that I
you went for it so
I really
hard.
needed to push out there.
Shit.
Yeah. What was the question? Season? A Charger successful season is what for the Charger Chat Musketeers?
I think we talked about it, right?
What's our definition of a successful season?
Winning a playoff game, I think, is what we said it would be a successful season. Obviously, we want more, but
right, yeah.
At least winning a playoff game, not just getting there, but winning a playoff game is
got to win one.
I feel I want to win absolutely that, but I think winning the AFC West is something that
everything.
I don't
beyond,
need it, but God damn it, that would really. All this like hype and everything we talk about how much we love these guys so much, like it would be like justified. People can go back.
If we lose the AFC West, but we still win a playoff game, do you feel like okay, that was still a successful season?
Yeah, I just not quite. I feel like this team needs to win the AFC West.
They need to win.
I feel like
that would be a
AFC
disappointment.
West.
Yeah,
I feel like the AFC West, and then we'll see what happens when we get to the playoffs. Because if we win the AFC West, who knows? That could be a bye. We don't need to win that first playoff game. That's just a gimme. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I think AFC West start there, and then that will feel like we're dominating.
Man,
and we're
so
a strong
good to
team.
win the AFC West.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I still have my old shirt that from was it 2000 and what year was it?
2009.
9. I still have that shirt. I got it at a grocery store, and it is like falling apart. It doesn't is so old. I need so much swag.
Need some updated threads, please.
Yeah, I don't have enough Chargers stuff in my closet. Let's add some more, please.
Yeah. All right, Super Bowl's champs. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Bolt Bill 714.
Yeah,
who asks the question.
Well, hello, my young whippersnappers. A couple of questions for you gentlemen, if I may. First of all, I have booked a flight to attend the game against Kansas City at Arrowhead. Are any of you attending that game, and do you have any suggestions on what to do there during my stay? I hope we beat the brakes off those nincompoops. Also, what uniforms do you guys predict we will wear against our division rivals for both home and away games? Lastly, and pardon my French, sonnies, fuck the Raiders and their bitch-ass QB Derek Carr! Someone get me my blood pressure medicine. All right, Boltfam, take care. Love you. Okay, love you. Bye.
And this is Mario from Central Valley, our fan focus.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So connect it. We got the dots.
Well, now I know.
Yeah. Kansas City, what to do?
What's this? Were you kissing your fingers?
Touching tips. We're connecting dots. Connecting dots. You're like, connect them.
All right.
So what to do in Kansas City? Eat barbecue. Really, that's the extent of Kansas City, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's it's not the most exciting town.
What was that
they
one
have some
place
Starbucks around the stadium? You could hit some Starbucks.
What was that Mexican
Panera,
joint we
I
went to
think.
for the quesadillas that we got?
Oh,
I don't know.
Randy hooked those up. I can't remember what those were.
Okay.
Those are delicious. They had one. No, but I can't. I won't say that because I won't say they have good Mexican food because we all know what good Mexican food is, and that's Southern California Mexican food.
I understand.
So that was a good quesadilla, but go have some barbecue. And I'm trying to go to that game. I have work that day, so I'm trying in St. Louis. So I got to figure out if I get off work and drive, or if I have to get on a plane and fly to Kansas City just for the game and fly back afterwards. Like, I'm working on the details as we speak. I'm trying to figure it out, but yeah, that
would be fun to go to. Yeah. And then
you should be able to go, Wold Dog. You're going to be living here.
That's very true. Yes, I will be within driving distance. So I definitely want to go, but I'll probably be working right along with you. So
it's probably right. Yeah.
And then as far as like the uniform predictions, they typically don't do the powder blues on the road. So I imagine at least a white jersey, maybe white pants as well. Whiteouts.
I bet the whiteouts. It'll be a Thursday night game. That's when we play in Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably white on whites.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's we beat them with white on whites last year at that first game there. I'm pretty sure we were white on whites.
I think they had the yellow pants, but
they did.
I like the white on white, especially for a Thursday night game. That's a primetime game. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. I think that was all the questions that he had. Yeah. Yeah.
And awesome on your jersey again, brother. We're so pumped for you.
God. So
happy for you.
Such a good
story.
Can't
wait to see it on the wall.
Yeah. Thank you for asking the question there. Let's move it on now to Dub Sizzle 1981.
Hold. Certified fresh.
Who asked the question?
Hold.
I'm going to the Chargers at Falcons game in Atlanta on November 6th. What matchups do you think are the most interesting in that game?
All right. Well, yeah. The Atlanta game, November 6th at Atlanta. What are some interesting matchups that we're looking forward to for that game?
I feel like with Matt Ryan not being there, I don't even know what the Falcons sucked last year with Matt Ryan. So like,
that's true.
Now they have Marcus Mariota at the helm, which he had a decent game against us a couple years ago.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you never know. It might be better. That's kind of a fun, different style of offense for us to match up with.
Mm-hmm.
But they just brought over Casey Hayward from the Raiders. So I think it'll be fun to watch. We saw Casey last year, obviously twice, but that was still under Gus Bradley's defense. So he was comfortable. He knew what he was doing. He was in that same cover 3 type stuff a lot. It'll be interesting to see what he does in Atlanta. I don't know exactly what defense they run. But based on ESPN's depth chart, they're in a 3-4, meaning they probably are running a little bit more too high stuff. So if that's the case, it's a much different defense for Casey. So I'd be interested to see if he has the same kind of success against Keenan and Mike that he did last year.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm interested to see whoever is going to be playing the tackle positions against Joey Bosa and basically every week. Essentially, that's what I'm looking forward to, seeing what people are going to do to try and stop these guys. And I just want them to stay healthy all year and keep building on that, and then sub those guys out. But I'm always going to be looking at the very first play of the game on our defense. I'm watching what's happening to those tackles. Like that's where my eyes are going to go.
For sure.
Definitely. All right. Well, there you go. Dub Sizzle 1981. Some things to look at when the game gets there. But thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Athir Kadir.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question? Okay. My name is Athir, and I have a question for the coach. Let's say the Chargers have a chance to get the number 1 seed over Buffalo and AFC. We need to play the last game in Denver to win and get the bye. How is Coach Staley going to do it? Will he go for the number 1 seed or stay healthy for the playoffs?
I like this. He was rolling the dice that Coach was going to be back, and bam, it landed.
Landed, yeah.
7s.
So I think it's an interesting concept as far as like if we have a chance to get the number 1 seed over Buffalo and the last game is Denver, do you put your best guys in to try to risk getting that number 1 seed, or do you just play it safe and just stay healthy going into the playoffs?
If we know anything about Coach Staley, he does not play anything safe.
Right. Yeah.
He's going for that number 1 seed. Everyone's playing. He wants to stay in rhythm. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
If you're going to start playing scared at the end of the season, you're doomed to get hurt pretty quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just put all your guys out there. You go win the game. You get the first round. That's a better time to take off than taking off against a divisional opponent. I don't know. I don't like players don't like that. I feel like,
no.
I don't want to go up there and roll over and hope that maybe we can get a W. Like, especially if we're rolling, if we're fighting for the number 1 seed, that means we're clicking. Things are going well. We need to keep those things firing on all cylinders. So I don't see Coach Staley laying up anytime soon.
Yeah,
get that rotation going, man. Let them get that worked out by this point where they can really keep everyone fresh and get don't risk anyone because they're not playing 99% of the plays.
Very true.
You got a good rotation.
Yeah. He's too aggressive of a coach. We've seen that. That's his coaching style, and we would expect to see that going into this year as well, and finishing strong. That's his motto, is finishing strong. So, yeah. So there you go, Athir. Thank you for asking the question, and welcome to the podcast. Love to have you.
Joining us.
Let's move on now to Hangry Seth, who asked the question. Sup, dudes? Here's a fun one for y'all this week. Which 3 current players would you pick to be on your bowling team? Well, gotta go get me another White Russian. K, love you, bye.
The dude.
It's just rules, like your opinion, man.
Yeah. White Russian.
All right, so 3 current player. Yeah.
A
little too much dairy.
Way too much dairy.
3 current players would you pick to be on your bowling team?
Isn't Keenan a sneaky bowler? I think I've seen stuff on socials of him bowling.
Saw something like that, yeah.
I think Justin Herbert could just throw the ball all the way to the other end of the lane and just knock all the pins down.
He's a competitor, so we know that you want him on your side. Yeah.
So those are my 2, I think.
Derwin, just because he's an athlete.
Leader.
Competitor.
Yeah. Let's get 3 team captains on the team. Let's go.
I'll take some team captains for sure. All day.
Sure.
All right. Short answer, Hangry Seth. Thank you for asking the question.
Thanks, brother.
And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Bollywood Herbert, who asked the question. I'm back. Okay, so I heard a few weeks ago, Philip made the first move on Justin and said in an interview he liked him, like totally shipped them, by the way. Philip said Justin agreed to go on a date with him next week. He asked me for a date idea that would blow Justin away. What do y'all think? Your thoughts would be totally appreciated.
A date between Philip Rivers and Justin
It's a
Herbert.
no-brainer. That's 18 holes on the golf course and then barbecue afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate date.
I guess, yeah.
That Southern boy likes the barbecue as well. They get to compete. And you get 3-4 hours of chatting.
Does Phil golf? Because here's the thing with these 2 guys, I think you need to find something they're both equally good at. Because you don't want to step on a golf course and Justin being like, I'm the new one, I'm the new one, I'm the new quarterback, and Phil not quite have his game up to the par. So we got to find, in my opinion, we got to find something date wise that they're both equally good at, or they both haven't done before, so they can challenge each other.
No one says that no one else is allowed on this date. What if you make it a round of golf where you get to invite someone to be your scramble partner? Keep it really competitive. What if Phil goes and says, yeah, I know Tiger Woods. He's going to be my number 2. He gets the flex. I feel like if Phil's trying to do what Justin wants, like he's trying to blow him away on a date, according to this question, I feel like golf and barbecue is the way to
go. I agree, but there's a part of me.
I don't like butts.
I'm just saying. I like butts. I'm just saying. I kind of think I like the idea of them going fishing together because we know that Justin Herbert was the fishing club president. I think something a little calmer, a little chiller, just to relax. Just a couple guys, couple soon to be legends chatting with each other and
Phil's an Alabama guy. The fishing they do down there is where they stick their hand into a hole and the fish bites it. They pull out the whole fish.
Noodling.
Yeah.
Noodling.
Yeah.
I think they should go noodling.
There you go. Yeah, I doubt Justin's ever done that before. So
nope. I know Phil has. He's Alabama.
I think that
boy.
could
He's
be
definitely gone noodling.
Yeah, I think that could be a fun time for all. So, yeah,
the neutering. Let's do it. I'm in.
I like the
maybe a little bit of both. Start the day off, go a little fishing, and then once you've caught your catch, you finish it off with a round of golf.
Hey, I love dates where there's a lot going on. Start with miniature golf, so you get a little flavor. Then you go to noodling. Okay. Then you go to fishing. Then you finish the night off with a sunset barbecue with a Corona on, on a swamp side somewhere in Alabama, like on like a river, lakeside,
swamp side.
Wherever you go noodling, whatever that
like
is,
the swamp side of Alabama.
It's murkier water because that's where you do the best noodling. But
sure,
I'm sure the sunset would be beautiful.
Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows
yes.
that. Everyone. Oh, yeah. What a
take us out here.
That question took.
Bollywood Herbert. I don't know if we I don't know if we came up with a great date or an awesome date.
That's not.
There's some ideas out there. Yeah,
I don't want to go on that date.
You don't want to go noodling?
Yeah, nobody invited you, so it's all good. It works.
I want to go golfing.
Goats only.
Like I said in the first place.
Yeah. Is this a date for you or a date for Justin?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who's going on this date?
I'll go.
Of course you will. It's your perfect date. I'll take you on a date, Kyle. I'll take you golfing.
Okay.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
I'll be Huckleberry.
So, Bollywood Herbert, thank you for asking the
go.
question. And everybody else, thank you for asking the question for the Ask Boltfam. I think that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen?
Thank you for coming back to us, Kyle. This feels so much more right. It does
feel
better.
Right. Yes. And
this is a 3-man show. This is not a 2-man show.
There's got to be a third wheel somewhere. It's too balanced if there's
and it depends on the episode who is the third wheel.
Yeah. And you can't wait to see what happens at the training camp. I'm anxious to see your report.
Take pictures, videos.
Take pictures.
Depending on how well my boys behave.
Bring at least 2 Sharpies, please. Get the big ones too. I want to see some thick writing.
Big ones.
Big ones. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors. Club sandwiches are the best. Oven roasted turkey, honey glazed ham, crispy bacon, lettuce, tomato, all between 2 pieces of toasted bread. What's not to love? Well, at Doug & Bros Sandwich Shop, we're introducing the 9-Pound Club. 9 pounds of club sandwich. Good for parties, events, or just a night in for yourself. Visit Doug & Bros Sandwich Shop and join the 9-Pound Club.